Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So I just finished watching Adventure Time Distant Lands Obsidian. As per usual with these types of videos, spoilers ahead, you have been warned. So I'm going to start off by saying this episode was kind of weird. You know, it started off what I thought was a really interesting starting point. I actually really enjoyed it for around the first 13-14 minutes of the episode. Then at the point where they find Marceline and Bubblegum, just from there, I just think the episode kept going downhill. It's not that it was bad, it's just that for me at least, it was disinteresting. I started to be disinterested by the episode the further we got into it, and I kept repeatedly checking, okay, how much do I have left of this episode? So basically, just a quick summary of the episode. It starts out in the Glass Kingdom, this new kingdom that apparently there's a dragon there that Marceline long ago slayed, well not slayed, but kind of put it into hibernation and trapped it in a cave, and this kid, Glass Boy, accidentally reawakens the dragon, so they have to find Marceline to go, put the dragon back to sleep. And Marceline's unable to do it, and Bubblegum's just like happy at that. Basically, this whole episode is basically Marceline and Bubblegum kind of dealing with each other, sort of. I don't know how to describe it exactly, it's very hard to describe, but essentially Marceline fails and Bubblegum's happy about it. Why? Because apparently the song that puts the dragon to sleep is a song that is bashing Princess Bubblegum. Which, all in all, this episode was just weird to me, because like the entire time Bubblegum was trying to get noticed by the Glass Kingdom, and she was upset that they weren't thinking she's this world-renowned scientist, and I was just like, but who cares? Like that's kind of not her character. She doesn't really, like, since when does Princess Bubblegum feel like, oh, I need everybody to view me as like the one who's gonna fix all the problems in your kingdom? Like, since when is that Princess Bubblegum's character? And the other thing too that's strange is Princess Bubblegum gets there and she's like, oh, I don't know if I could handle this. Like, I don't know if this is a good place to be again. And Marceline's like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to do this? Like, we can just let the kingdom like fall apart. Like, why not just send Marceline alone? Like, if Bubblegum doesn't want to go there due to bad memories, then why on earth did she go? But that's all besides the point. Going further into the episode, they end up defeating the dragon, and it turns into like this kitten butterfly thing. And, you know, Distant Lands is supposed to be something that is supposed to tie up loose ends of the Adventure Time original series, and I said this before in the first episode review, but it doesn't really do that. Like, it doesn't answer any questions we had going in, like, after the finale. Like, all it does is basically, this is like an epilogue that takes place years after the finale or years before the show beginning, depending on which episode you're watching. It doesn't really add much to the series itself. Like, another thing that's really weird to me is the timing of this episode. So obviously it takes place after the finale, and they're saying how, Marceline put this dragon to sleep long, long ago. But at that point, the flashbacks that they're showing, those also take place after the finale. So like, when exactly is this episode taking place? That was something I constantly kept asking myself throughout the episode, and at the end we kind of get an answer to this. At the end of the episode, Simon brings like a caravan along with some banana guards, and there's this guy who's in a towel, and he's blonde hair, beard, and he's missing an arm. And at that point I was like, who is this guy? Then at the end of the episode I realized, oh wait, that's Finn. So apparently this episode's taking place far into the future, because Finn is a lot older, and what's interesting enough is that he's not with Jake. Jake is not there. One of Jake's kids is with Finn. I don't know which one. You can, if you know, let me know in the comment section below. But one of Jake's kids is with Finn, and Finn has a big tattoo on his chest of Jake's face winking with a bunch of flowers around it. So I'm assuming at whatever point this takes place into the far future past the finale, Jake's dead. Basically, in this episode, it kind of confirms to me that at this point, Jake has died. Since Finn is on his own, there's a tattoo of Jake on his chest, and one of Jake's kids is accompanying him instead of Jake himself. So yeah, Jake is dead at this point. So overall, this episode is kind of really weird. I definitely enjoyed it a lot less than the first Distant Lands episode, and it all comes back together at the end. Like I said before earlier in this video, what is the point of Distant Lands? I said this before in other videos as well, but what exactly is the point of this mini-series? Like, it really, to me, doesn't add anything to Adventure Time. Like, if you're a fan of Adventure Time and you watch the whole series, this doesn't add anything to it. This is just them trying to create, oh, you know what, Adventure Time's a pretty popular brand. Why not make more content with it so we can get more people on HBO Max? That's what this is. This isn't adding anything on to the Adventure Time story. All right, I know going forward we've got 2 episodes left. I don't know which is premiering next. I think maybe the next one is the one with Peppermint Butler, and then the one following that is regarding Finn and Jake, I believe post finale. So those are the 2 episodes we have left, and something I'm starting to wonder is, will we get more Distant Lands after those 2 episodes? I don't know how successful these have been doing, but honestly, me personally, I kind of hope that's it. I feel like Adventure Time just needs to sit there for a bit and just let it just be dead for a while. I'm not saying I don't like Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time. But the thing is, when they first announced this, my first initial thought was like, we're already bringing it back. Like, the show ended like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and we're bringing it back already. Like, let it rest a little bit. Like, whenever does a series end, and within like 2-3 years they're like, oh, we're bringing it back, like we had the full finale, we decided to end it on our own terms, but we're gonna bring it back. It's not like fans were clamoring for, hey, yeah, we need more Adventure Time. Like, I hadn't seen and haven't seen anybody saying online, hey, we want more Adventure Time, but yet they're making this is obviously just for them to get people subscribed to HBO Max, and that's clearly the purpose of this. But yeah, overall, I thought this was kind of a weird episode. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I thought it was okay. Let me know in the comment section below if you've seen it, what you thought of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.